I think about MavenMakers as a business, I really can relate it back to a tree as it's being harvested. You know, that is our connection to Savannah, how we're able to bring that locally sourced material, have it cut, have it harvested, and see it actually go through that entire process.
Savannah has a very similar feel where everyone has a very mixed cultural diversity from not only the ethnicity but also design and the arts. You live here for a short time and you get to this feel of small Savannah, or slow Vanna as it's often called, that everyone knows everybody else. And something that we have tried to push with MavenMakers is giving a place to keep people here, to retain not only the people, but also the talent, skills, and the type of makers that make up the maker community, which is MavenMakers.
My name is Tim Cohn. I'm one of the co-founders of MavenMakers.
I'm Ty Donaldson, also a co-founder and co-owner of MavenMakers.
This is Savannah Coffee Roasters. This was our maker space. We didn't make anything here, but what we did make here was the business. What is a makerspace? Where we kind of started making this analogy of, oh, well, it's kind of like a gym, but you know, take out all the gym equipment, replace it with woodworking, electronics, and 3D printers, and you come in and you get training, and it's a social space. And so you go to work, you go home, and then you also have your third space. It's that thing that you go to. It's what you do to be social, and also to kind of help you relax or spend your evenings and weekends.
Most asked questions, what is a maven? It's an expert, a connoisseur of knowledge, a person who has intellectual knowledge, someone who's not selfish with that knowledge, not asking for anything in return, but is so knowledgeable, so experienced that wants to share that with someone else.
What Maven has done for me has been to kind of open my eyes that maybe there is opportunity here being based in Savannah.
I graduated from SCAD in industrial design, and I couldn't find anywhere to produce any products in Savannah. I was trying to just scour the whole landscape, who's out there that can do it. There's a manufacturer that...
Manufacturing educator.
Manufacturing educator that puts this education in manufacturing before children, and you need to go talk to them.
As we were building, we got introduced to this organization called Design for Ability that was doing some very similar stuff in the community already. And so as we started to kind of observe from afar, I guess you could say, we were introduced to a man named Willie. You know, Willie is very passionate about working with his students, and these are students that don't necessarily, they kind of get looked over sometimes.
When this position came open, I applied for it, and I got the job, and it was a new position. Not only was it a new position for me, it was a new position for the school system. So they really didn't know what they were going to have us doing, and it kind of developed into, okay, we need you to go out there and partner with the community and find interest sites for kids that are not being very successful in the school system.
Willie is one of my job coaches. He's actually one of our job coaches that have been in place from the very beginning of our program, of our community-based vocational program.
I have students that come 3 times a week from 5 different high schools. They come here, you know, the first couple of days is safety. We walk the kids, we introduce them to all the equipment they're going to eventually be using. We put the kid on the machine and we make sure that the kid is comfortable using the machine.
The difference it makes in our kids is confidence is the first thing, along with the ability to learn something that they can take with them when they leave. So this gives them that opportunity to soar and do as much or more as anyone else.
Mr. Mobley and MavenMakers have been really great for him. very beneficial, and I think it's something that needs to continue in the public school system. Even, you know, with Blaine's condition of Asperger's syndrome, I think even other children that are not in the special education program would also benefit from things like MavenMakers.
MavenMakers is a great example of how any business can get involved and be a support to our students. And it doesn't have to be in producing a product, it can be in any kind of shape or fashion. Sometimes kids just go and observe. You know, it's lots of opportunities, so no business is too small or too large to be able to be a support to our kids.
You see them walk through the doors here, and it just, you can see the passion in their eyes. They're excited, they want to be here, they want to learn. I just found out this week there's a kid that he only comes to school on days when he gets to come here, and that means a lot. And we were able to get their parents in here for the first time, and now they can see that. And they see this kid that a lot of people don't think can do anything. And they're amazed to actually see what they've done, what they've built, and what they're continuing to build. And that's life-changing. That's something that now they can build a career around. And that makes it worth it. You know, if we close next year, I know that at least with this group, that we've done something that was important.
Why didn't you tell me that you were growing your beard out for this weekend? I could have been trying to catch up with you.
Look, so when I found out we were going to do this, I started growing it right then. And I haven't shaved since then.
It's been at least 8 to 10 months.
Okay. I started growing it.
It's not true.
When I found out we were definitely doing it. It was like January or so.
Okay, all right.
Then I started growing it. And it's been painful. Because it gets so weird. Like the hair, it kind of grows up next to my eyes.